Hello, good morning. Here's the situation. It is 9 a.m. Monday morning.
Yeah.
Our upload time is 8 a.m.
It was an hour ago.
It was an hour ago. And we are only just turning on the camera now.
We had a busy weekend. We were really busy. We were really productive. Lots of changes happening in the business.
Yes, it was a really good weekend in terms of work. Just not so good in terms of vlogging. However,
Didn't vlog.
Here's the sitch. We're going to do a bit of a different type of vlog today. We're going to do a Q&A, a fast question Q&A. No question is off limits. We went out to Instagram last night and asked everybody for some juicy questions, and we're going to do some. Question number 1. How did you guys meet? We met at Indrapilli YD store in July 2012.
Was it?
You walked in with Amy.
I was with Amy.
It was like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. I was grumpy, ready to close the store, and this guy walks in stripy pajamas and says, "Hey, how you doing?"
How you doing? I didn't say that.
But tell them what happened when you left the store.
I thought you were hot.
Yeah.
You were the manager. I like a woman who has some power and some authority, and so because you were the manager and you were running that show, I'm like, ooh, that's sexy. I like a bit of a, you know what I mean?
Yes.
I think that's hot. So I was trying to flirt with you or whatever. I don't know if that really worked too well. But at the end, when I walked out of the shop, I looked at Amy and I'm like, yeah, she's fucking hot. And Amy said, you think she's hot, don't you? I'm like, yeah, I would like to make love to her. The lady at YD. Didn't see each other for another couple of months until I went back to the same store. You had changed your hair color. I didn't recognize Robbie. She remembered me.
Yes, I said, you're the guy that works in your pajamas.
That's exactly right.
It flourished from there.
Here we are.
That's
Still working in my pajamas.
That is true. What is our view on kids? Not until I'm 30, so 4 years from now is the goal. We have another 4 years of child-free time.
We want to have a good time.
Yes.
Fucking kids, man. Kids change things, don't they?
They do change things. Now, I don't want to make this sound like, oh, we're going to have kids and then we're going to have a horrible time. That's not true. However, we are just aware that our lives are going to be very different when we have children. So we love our lives now, so we just want to embrace every moment we can of our lives now.
Yeah, it's like when everything is like, we have amazing, fun, amazing lives, and it's like, why mess with that?
Yes.
You know? But for the long term, it's a good idea to get some kids, and then we'll have some company when we're old and we want to have dinner with the kids.
Yes, definitely. Part of having kids is to do with our legacy. We want to pass down our family wealth. We are structuring our family wealth now, ready for when we have kids and when their kids have kids.
That's the whole lesson. We can do it maybe in another vlog. But the way that we're going to remunerate the kids as well and give them money, we're not going to spoil them out of fair exchange.
No.
Julian asked us this recently.
Yes.
How are you going to go with giving kids money, because they could grow up very spoiled having all this kind of stuff. But we're going to be sharp with that. We got a bit of a system for that.
Yes, I think Julian was meaning because both of you and I grew up from very not very wealthy families, and we had a drive in us to then want to succeed. So how do we then instill that in our children, even though that they're going to be a little bit more well off?
Yep.
So we'll definitely factor for that.
Yep.
And that's part of this vlog, peeps, is for you guys to come on that journey with us. I'm excited to do a vlog of me telling Lewis that I'm pregnant. I think it's going to be unlike any other pregnancy announcement ever.
No, don't. That won't be allowed on YouTube, because it's not going to be a romantic affair. You know, when the guy's crying, oh my God, this is great. I'm going to be like, fuck! This is the worst news I've ever had.
You guys will see here on the vlog. Wait for us in 4 years' time. The 300. Hopefully you're still there watching. Here's a juicy one for you, Louis. What do you think of threesomes?
In what context? You mean with Robyn and I?
I'm not sure. The question is just, what do you think of threesomes?
I mean, I've had a couple, and they've been great.
You've had 3.
3 of them. Yep. No, I've had a great time. I think that it was great. I had a good time. Would I want to do it with my wife, with Robbie? Maybe, if it was a chick. Except that equation needs to be balanced, because if I get to have one with a chick and then you know, to be fair, we got to have one with a guy and you.
Yeah.
Am I open to that? At this stage of my sexual development and awareness, probably not. I probably wouldn't like that.
If it ever happens, we'll let you know.
But I'm not so close-minded to ever say no, you know?
Okay.
I'm not, we're not, what's the word? Polygamous? We're not open.
We don't have an open relationship. No.
We don't have an open relationship, no.
Outside social media, are you an introvert or an extrovert?
What do you think of that?
I think you're both.
I'm both. It depends what context.
Yes.
But I'm actually I feel like I'm pretty quiet. I'm
Yeah.
a quiet guy in real social settings.
I think that's what
usually
people
say-
don't know, is that on camera you're quite extroverted, but actually behind the scenes you're quite introverted.
Well, yeah. Yep. I have the potential for both, but I think what people would find interesting if they met me is that I'm usually the quietest person at the dinner table.
Yes. Unless you've had a bottle of champagne.
Then I'm a bit more boisterous. I think it's better to say less so that you can hear more, you learn more, you know?
Yeah.
It's hard to learn things when you're the one doing all the talking. But on camera, obviously, because I'm the center of the frame, then I need to be the one talking. My ass is literally on fire.
Not a burning ring again, babe. What happened?
Oh,
Not the hot sauce again.
mustard got me, dude. Ghost pepper mustard.
Okay, next question we have from Carl Lowe. What are your plans for your future together in your relationship in terms of marriage?
We're going to get married?
No. I'm certainly not the biggest fans of the traditional marriage wedding aspect. I think it's very cookie cutter. And if we were to do anything, it would be very different from anything else.
In terms of a wedding day, it's a big hurrah. You spend a tremendous amount of money. Some people spend a good percentage of their net worth. Many go into debt.
Yeah, debt
for one
for
day,
it.
for one hurrah.
Yeah.
Bringing.
No.
But there's no value in it. I
Yes.
like going to weddings.
Me too.
Because it's a good time.
Yes, I got nothing
I
against
shouldn't
weddings.
say that.
I
There
think
is
they're
value in
great.
it. There is value in
Yes.
it. But for the it's not an efficient use of resources for the family.
No, and to be honest, like I don't actually think we'd have a good time at our own wedding. So I'd prefer to go to others.
A lot of the brides and grooms don't have a great time because they're stressed. They're thinking about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a
So,
show. They literally got to rehearse. It's a show that they're putting on, which
Yes.
which I think is great.
Yeah.
And it's not for us. I wouldn't do that. Fuck
Yeah.
that.
So in terms of the future, yes, I may change my name to Mocha. We've talked about that quite a bit, hey?
Yeah.
And like we probably wouldn't do that until we had kids, so they can all be Mocha.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to be breaded in Mocha Schutz, all hyphenated,
That's not going to happen.
which isn't going to be the greatest
That's
thing.
not going to happen. First, the brand comes first.
No marriage, but maybe we'll have a Mocha day. Maybe we can have it the Mocha day,
We'll
the
have a Mocha day.
name-changing day.
We're not really for this diamond ring tradition either. It's
Nah.
a fucking waste of money, waste of time. It doesn't. Ugh. I prefer to come up with our own things that are significant in our relationship. You know.
Yes.
You can have moments of love and gratitude for your partner that are so much more significant and profound than standing at some altar. You know.
Yes.
Some dress that.
If, when, and how, or for whatever reason we did decide to do some sort of like a name day, name-changing day, we would definitely document it all. We'd bring the vlog along and we'd share with you guys how we did it differently and the meaning behind why we did it.
Yep.
I think that would be quite meaningful. How do you structure your relationship finances? Great question. We get asked this a lot. Yes, I'll show the diagram of our little layout here. We go into much greater detail in Power Couple Masterclass of how we actually structure it. But in simple terms, we have our own personal accounts. I have a Robyn account, Lewis has a Lewis account, and then we have a joint account that we're building wealth together as well.
Yep. The short version of it is symmetrical. Needs to be symmetrical. And we need to be independently empowered and empowered as a team as well. Divorce is 50%. Not really into this idea of us divorcing and then one party ends up really disempowered and they realize that for 10 years they weren't actually doing much to contribute to the empire financially, and then they end up poor and the kid messy.
Yes.
Both be empowered and then empower their family.
You never want to be in a situation where one is dependent on the other. You want to be
Yep.
individually empowered.
Yep.
That's a power couple. Next question, Cameron Baxter. What do you have planned for this decade? So we have a new product coming out in the next 6 months, maybe, that we've been building for the last 12 months. We'll probably do some traveling, hopefully.
It's mainly build out School of Mastery, keep it evolving, keep it growing, keep it developing.
Yeah.
Kids are going to be in the next decade as well.
Kids are going to be probably halfway through this decade.
We'll be moving house, adding a house to the
Yes.
to the kitty.
Yes,
in
which
the next
actually brings
decade.
us on to the next question from Joshi.
Joshi.
News on the Gold Coast HQ/home. No news yet because we are
Nothing
going to
yet.
stay here as long as we possibly can
Yeah.
in this current apartment.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think in the next decade we'll definitely have our beach Gold Coast home.
Our goal, by the way, is the Holy Trinity, we call it, which is city, beach, and country, having all three. Because the country here in Australia is great.
Yeah,
and
we love
the
it.
city's great. We love it. This will be our city place.
Yeah.
Or something like this, and then the beach as well. Having the three, I think, is A lot of our neighbours here have all three.
All three. Like so many of our neighbours here have farms that they go to on the weekend.
Yep.
And we have like community baskets full of like lemons and oranges that people have bought back from their farms. I love that. I think that's so cool. What are you doing?
Getting ready to film.
Hiya. Had to move my plants in because it was a bit too breezy out there.
Yeah.
Bit windy.
Last night you woke up at about 1 a.m.
Yeah,
checked them.
I was worried about them.
Yeah,
it was so windy last night.
It was.
I thought they were going to blow off the balcony.
Yeah. And then you left the bloody curtains open, and then the sun got me right in the retinas this morning and woke me up prematurely.
Whoops.
Bloody hell, babe. 7 a.m.
I hope you guys enjoyed our little Q&A. If you have any other questions, pop them in the comments below. Let us know. And we'll see you guys in episode 11.